Hi, this is Lota Cheek from Lorticopia, and I've been following up the story of Lota Cheek, who was apparently a silent film star. She was a stage actress. She was in 4 different plays in New York after she divorced Tyrell Davis under the name of Lotta Sanders. And originally she went by the name Lota Cheek. She was a beautiful, beautiful girl, and she's been featured in a lot of blogs in the last week, and a friend of mine told me about her, and I said, let me see if we're related. And I did, and we're cousins through William Martin Cheek, who's my ancestor and her ancestor. Well, anyway, people want to know what happened to her after she did her last Colgate ad. I think after she did the Colgate ad, I think she was still acting on stage. If I look at the dates, I'm pretty sure she was. But what happened after she was done with that? She married a Sanders, and it turns out, I was looking on a different blog. My cat's invading the picture. A different blog, and I found out that Lota Cheek Davis Sanders ended up in Dothan, Alabama. So now, how did she end up there? And you know what she did as a profession? She was a music teacher. So I was saying on a little thread on Facebook about her that I had said, I know if she's a Cheek, she probably got out of the limelight and lived a happy and content life, which appears to be what she did. I still don't know exactly where she died or when she died, but in 1948, there was a book published, which is a fiction, by Douglas Fields Bailey. The book is called Devil Make a Third, and it's still in print and is apparently studied in universities and in high schools in Alabama because it's a huge work of fiction that's famous, and made Alabama famous. But in the book, he had a character named Lotta Kyle, and he also had a character named Mayor Bannon. Now, these fictionalized people were based upon real people. And the way that we know this is one of Lotta's cousins wrote in the margins of her copy of the book who the characters were based upon. So here's how Lotta ended up in Dothan. Dothan had a mayor. The mayor was Buck Baker, and he was a mayor for a long time. Buck Baker was Lotta's uncle. So she moves to Dothan. She becomes a music teacher during the 40s, maybe the late 30s. She's married. She's pretty happy, and she's living a life there. So the cousin that had the copy of the book wrote that Lotta Kyle was Lotta Sanders, Lota Cheek, and wrote that the character in the book is a teacher of English, but Lotta was actually a music teacher. That's how we know she was teaching music. Also, she informed us that Mayor Bannon was Buck Baker. So I guess Douglas Fields Bailey knew these people, and he incorporated them into this fiction, which apparently is still read and studied to this day, about the era. Of course, the events that happen in the book have nothing really to do with their real lives. It's a fictionalized account, but their personalities weigh very heavily upon these real characters who were Lota Cheek Sanders and her uncle, Buck Baker. So there you have it. We know, at least in 1948, that Lota was in Dothan, Alabama. Thanks for watching.